Hello everyone. Kelvin here. Glad I speak fluently six languages: English, French, because I'm a Cameroonian, which doesn't make sense. And now I'm gonna cut this video, and I'm gonna say choosing.
Dime si hace todo lo que dice y si no lo hace, ¿por qué? Tiene miedo que, tiene miedo que. Dime si hace todo lo que dice y si no lo hace, ¿por qué? Tiene miedo que, dime, tiene miedo.
Hello everyone. Kelvin here. My name is Kelvin. I'm a Cameroonian and I live in Cameroon, the southwest region of Cameroon. And right now, today's Labor Day, and everybody is probably celebrating the Labor Day all over the world. But I was just thinking about something because I have a lot of people in my inbox who keep asking me tips on how to learn languages, and I was like, okay, maybe I should make a video in English, and I happily make videos in English, but I should make a video in English explaining one of my most powerful tips when it comes to language learning and language acquisition. For those who don't yet know who I am Kelvin, Cameroonian polyglot. I speak fluently six languages: English, French, because I'm a Cameroonian. We speak two languages in Cameroon, French and English, bilingual. And then I learned Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and German. And at the moment, I'm actually learning and improving my Chinese. I speak Chinese, but I'm improving my Chinese for the moment, so I wouldn't say I speak it fluently. And my Russian is so fucked up right now, but anyways, next year I'm gonna improve my Russian. But let's dive into what I have in store for some polyglots today. Some polyglot or some people, some language learners. Vive le polyglot! First of all, I like saying that, vive le polyglot, because I love polyglots. And yeah, a lot of people ask me how I managed to master languages the way I do and how I go about it. But for me, I do a lot of stuff everybody else does: learn, vocabulary acquisition, watch videos, write, read. I do a lot of these stuff, and I do them almost every day. I conjugate. I do a lot of this stuff, but I would say one of my most powerful secrets is the fact that I imitate people a lot. I'm that way generally. I love to imitate a lot of people. I grew up that way. I love imitating people, and even when I watch videos or movies or series in other languages, what I do most of the time is, at one point in time, I will realize I'm imitating whatever they're saying in the film, like I'm just imitating, and I feel relaxed imitating people in that way. And I realized it really helps me acquire the languages faster than I would have been studying and studying and studying. Yeah, it just gives me a little bit of comfort when I want to speak the language because I imitate a lot. So, especially for German, I think this is a trick that really helped me with German because I really imitated native speakers to a fault. Like I imitated, I wanted to say everything I heard native speakers say. And for German, what I actually did was I took 1 minute videos, short videos, a lot of them, and repeated what they're saying with their repetition technique. I learned the repetition technique from some other famous polyglots like Luca Lamparello, Steve Kaufman, a lot of others. And the repetition technique is I just don't do it once, and this is crazy because for a 1 minute video, at times I actually repeat a 1 minute video almost like 30 times, 400 times, 200 times, and it seems crazy, but I do it. I love repeating so that I feel comfortable because I always say this. A lot of people treat language learning as a subject. I treat it as an experience. And as an experience, why do I say it as an experience? Because I noticed that even with English language, I am a native English speaker, but there are some situations in English that if I find myself in, I'm gonna have a little bit of tongue tied, not because I don't know these words or I'm not used to these words, but more like I'm not used to the situation at hand. And so I try to help myself get familiar with a lot of situations in other people's languages, because for me it's an experience, and when I experience it, it sticks. It's like an experience, like I don't know how to explain it, but whatever I experience sticks. Like for example, I've spoken to a lot of Russians, and I think most of the things I learned in Russian I forgot. But most of the things I spoke with Russian randomly, I don't forget. And when I speak these things, you'd believe that I'm fluent in Russian, but I'm not. That's why I don't add Russian to the languages I speak. But if you hear me speaking in Russian, you're gonna believe, wow, he's really fluent. Why? I've spoken to some Russians and I'm really good at the things I remember, the things I've had experience with other Russians, the things I've spoken with them. I feel comfortable saying them to a point where you can even mistake me for a fluent Russian speaker, but I'm not. I'm not. If I'm fluent in anything, it's Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, German, English, and French. The rest, I think maybe next year, before December 2024, I'm gonna improve my Russian. Yes. For this year, I think I just want to improve my Chinese, which I am applying all this technique, repetition, speaking to natives and trying to repeat always, trying to talk, trying to get myself understood when I speak to natives. Like today, I think I spoke to two Chinese ladies and one Chinese guy. And I mean, a basic conversation was quite cool. I mean, I felt like I was a Chinese person, obviously, and but I'm not fluent in Chinese. Yes, but I'm coming up. I'm coming up. I'm feeling comfortable. I'm rising. I'm increasing in my knowledge in Chinese, and I think maybe by December or January, I think a lot of things are gonna change in my Chinese. I hope. I really hope, because we can never predict with language learning. Sometimes the motivation just disappears, and we find out we're not improving. But okay, like, let me sum this up. The technique is repetition and imitation. Now, repetition is good, but imitation of native speakers gives you this confidence. I don't know, but the confidence just comes from within. Like, I know what I'm saying, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I've heard natives say this way, so I'm just kind of confident when I imitate a native so often. I'm confident. I think I did this with English a lot. I think that's why I probably mastered a lot of English accents, which I cannot do in this video right now because I'm just trying to pass a message. But I'd really say not. It's not more of which technique must I use, but it's more of use all the techniques available, all of it. For me, I use every technique I learned from other polyglots. I use all of it. I tried. At times, a technique that I learned will be boring, but maybe another time I'm gonna feel like, wow, this technique is cool. I think that's how for me it works. Sometimes the technique that I've loved for long just feels like it's boring me, and then I just change. I mean, I just try to follow the vibe. How am I feeling? Am I feeling like reading a lot in Portuguese? Am I feeling like reading a lot? Well, I know other people make a plan of how they're supposed to learn this, but I'm not like that. I just go, how am I feeling? Am I feeling like watching a film in Portuguese right now? Boom, I'm watching a film. And I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm just there, relax. Not trying to stress myself. It's not a do or die, it's fun. So I just gonna have my fun with it, and after, before I know it, there's some words that already stick in my head, and there's no way to forget it because I repeated it when I was watching the film. It is crazy, it is unbelievable, but for those who know me, even when I watch films in English, I find it so cool to just repeat what they say, and a lot of people will be like, "Wow, you really have mastered this film," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good with imitations. I love to imitate a lot. I imitate a lot in English, in French, whatever language it be. I love imitating people, and it really helps me feel comfortable and and free when I speak, and I really like this. And this is the tip that I wanted to share with some other polyglots out there and some other great polyglots which I've met. And I will always say, "Vive le polyglot!" Like, polyglots bring me joy when I see them. I always want words, want to listen to what they're saying. I want to connect with them. I always just, I mean, this is my world, polyglot world, having the ability to understand a lot of people. And if you watch this video to this point, I want to say thank you. It's not every day you see someone who's gonna listen to your message to the end, even though you're saying things that don't make sense. And now I'm gonna cut this video, yeah, and I'm gonna say choosing.